Who controls the food supply controls the people. Who controls the energy can control whole continents. Who controls money can control the world. The above words were spoken by staunch globalist warmonger Henry Kissinger. But the question remains unanswered to many. In today's world, who truly holds these controls? Food supply is controlled by a handful. Massive agribusiness conglomerates dominate the global food chain, from seeds and pesticides to grain trading and processing. Companies like Cargill, Archer Daniels Midland, Bunge, and Louis Dreyfus, known as the ABCD Group, control between 70 to 90% of the world's grain trade, with estimates varying by source and commodity. In seeds and agrochemicals, giants such as Bayer, which acquired Monsanto, Corteva, and Syngenta, hold around 56 to 60% of the global seeds market, and 61% of pesticides. These entities shape what farmers grow, what reaches supermarkets, and ultimately what ends up on our plates. Energy is controlled by a handful as well. The global energy landscape, particularly oil and gas, is heavily influenced by the OPEC+ alliance, led by Saudi Arabia through its state-owned giant Saudi Aramco, the world's most valuable and profitable energy company. OPEC+ coordinates production among major exporters, including Russia, to stabilize or manipulate prices, controlling around 40 to 50% of global oil supply. Private supermajors like ExxonMobil, Chevron, and Shell remain powerful players, but national oil companies now dominate reserves and output. As you guessed it, money is controlled by a select few as well. The world's money supply and financial flows are overseen by central banks, with the U.S. Federal Reserve wielding outsized global influence through the dollar's reserve currency status, comprising 58% of disclosed global official foreign reserves. Institutions like the Bank for International Settlements, BIS, coordinate among central banks worldwide. In private finance, the big three asset managers, BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, collectively manage over $25 trillion in investments, holding significant stakes in most major corporations worldwide. While these firms manage assets on behalf of millions of everyday investors, through ETFs, mutual funds, and pensions, their concentrated proxy voting power, historically exercised by the firms themselves, allows them to steer corporate policies, including aggressive pushes for ESG, environmental, social, and governance criteria, that impose top-down agendas not necessarily chosen by those investors. BlackRock has faced lawsuits from U.S. states, accusing it of conspiring with others to manipulate energy markets via ESG policies, and backlash for greenwashing funds, while scaling back actual support for environmental proposals to under 2% in the 2025 proxy season amid political pressure. True power today is distributed across corporations, governments, and institutions, often intertwined in ways that concentrate influence far beyond public scrutiny. This quote by Kissinger is perhaps the most famous globalist quote, outlining a clear hierarchy of control.